Welcome to another episode of Cooper's Cogitations. We're still exploring the biblical law. Now, the great advantage the children of Israel had over all other nations is that their ecclesiastical and their civil laws were given to them by God, the eternal God who rules over all the universe, over all his creations, and that we, wherever we are his children. Now, these laws cover every aspect of our life, every aspect of our being. They cover our family law, our marital law, how we treat our spouse, how we treat our children. These laws deal with how we treat our neighbor, whether we're thieves or not, whether we're murderers, kidnappers. See? These laws deal with religious, dietary, foreign affairs, inheritance, the duty of a king. They didn't even have a king, but God knew they would get a king because they would tire. They would get tired of governing themselves. That sounds like America today. And a lot of people in Utah, they're tired of governing themselves. Tell me what to do. But you ask them about it, they'll say, oh no, I want it. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. None are more hopelessly enslaved than those who falsely believe they are free. Harriet Tubman, I freed 1,000 slaves. I could have freed 1,000 more, but they didn't know they were slaves. America's, most of them, don't know they're slaves, don't know they live under tyranny. They support the tyranny for money, for power, for position, for praise of prominent men in the world, for sex, whoredoms. Judicial, health, finances. They cover every aspect. Our psychological and emotional development. Because remember what Cicero and Blackstone says. The law is there, the natural law is there, whether you know it or not. A 2-year-old baby can walk off a 4-story building. Gravity is working on that child. They don't even know about it. Gravity is working on it. And they all illuminated this fact. You violate the laws of nature, you lose common sense, you flee from yourself, and you deny your own human nature. I gave illustrations of that previously. You can see society today and know that people are denying their human nature, fleeing from themselves. And nothing is so uncommon as common sense. God gave us these 10 laws. Let me read them. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Folks, that is the essence of everything that follows. All the laws that are created refer to, elaborate upon specifications of this one law. Have no other gods before me. Don't make any graven image. Don't take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Honor thy father and thy mother. Don't murder. Don't steal. Don't commit adultery. Don't bear false witness against your neighbor. These are all codified. No, not in the Constitution, but these Christian founders who created the Constitution went back to their states, and every state had laws supporting this. In fact, when you go to David Barton's The Myth of Separation, he will talk about how in the 1830s, this man was saying some things about Jesus Christ because, like I know, he didn't have a father. She was just one of those, one of those common women. that you go out, use and abuse and lose. Yeah, and you know what that made? Jesus, huh? Well, he elaborated on it, used some low slogan language. He was brought before the judge. The judge said, hey, you attacked Jesus Christ. America was founded by Christians, for Christians. We have a Christian government, Christian judicial pronouncements, legislative pronouncements, Christian organic utterances. By attacking Jesus Christ, you attacked America. 6 months. Do not go. Do not collect $200. Put them in jail. Other people, as we already illuminated, said they didn't believe in God, and therefore they were not worthy to be on a jury, go to court, witness, because they didn't have the standard of don't bear false witness, don't lie. Therefore, they were denied. So yes, the founders came back and they made laws on these things based on Christian principles. Now, this is what Joseph F. Smith says. I believe with all my soul in the gospel of Jesus Christ and the law of God, and I do not think any honest and intelligent man or woman could help but believe in the justice, the righteousness, the purity of the laws that God wrote upon the tablets of stone. The principles that I propose to read to you are the foundation and basic principles of the Constitution of our country, and are eternal, enduring forevermore, cannot be changed or ignored with impunity. He read the 10 Commandments. Now these commandments of God are principles contained in these commandments of the great eternal lie, the principles that underlie the Constitution of our country and all just laws. President Romney, Marion G. Romney, addressing the BYU Law School in Provo, 1975, says, laws on which a peaceful, progressive, prosperous, happy society are built, must be built, are preserved in the 10 Commandments and the Sermon on the Mount. He elaborates, our knowledge of the origin, scope, universality of law is thus revealed in the scriptures, enhances rather than demeans or diminishes our appreciation and respect for the law of the land. We believe most governments are instituted, allowed, of God for the benefit of man. Communism is not. Nazism is not. They're not for the benefit of man. They're to destroy man. He holds men accountable for their acts in relations to them, both in making laws and administering them for the good and the safety of society. Folks, excuse me, good laws are founded in the 10 Commandments. You violate the 10 Commandments, you violate the laws of our country. Thank you. We'll elaborate upon this on our next episode.